Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, this is the Cosmic Creation, a 144. And if you're returning, like always, you're a real one. I appreciate all of you for being here. New subscribers, old subscribers, returning, first timers, whatever. So I've been feeling like down a little with the energy low. I don't know if this is like another ascension situation, or the changes that are coming in that are just kind of like, I feel like I even had like a tiny little breakdown today. I'm just trying to be, not have those moments, but I can't help it. And I'm going to be using, Archangel Sadikiel says that the message today is going to be a message of self-love, which is probably right on point, right? Since your girl's been feeling a little just doubtful, and I don't read too much into it, and I try not to see, not to look at that, or not to let my mind or my thoughts mind fuck me. But we're human, right? It's almost impossible not to not to think about it like that, or not to stress and things like that, because like for most of the time, for a good chunk, right, like 80% or 85%, I would like to say, I stay patient and I stay in my faith and I trust the divine. That something is gonna switch, that something's gonna change. And so let's just let the Palo Santo. Mom. What? I think you're showing my bye. Para allá a la sala. That things are gonna be okay. I'm using so I'm gonna be using the Lumeria deck. I've only used this once on my channel, so if we're gonna use it again, I'm guessing the message is gonna be a little bit deep. I have the Isis deck. Wait. You almost dropped the chair. The Isis deck as well. I always just put the box so you guys can kind of see what I'm going to be using. And I'm going to be using this deck for the very first time. It's called The Secret Language of Lights. It says transmissions from your soul. So let's see what we got going on right now. Did I introduce myself? I don't know if you're new here, my name is Monse, okay? And this is the Cosmic Creation 144. Okay, don't forget to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. Give me a second. Alright, so I don't know, I was seeing my ankh in my third eye, so I went to go get it. And I'm gonna put it here. Okay. Okay. Pásame un agua. Water. Thank you. She fell. Hold on. All right. Hopefully she doesn't fall again.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
You want makeup?
No.
You want makeup?
444. So let's see what we got. Okay. Past life, present power. The many spiritual forces of you. Oh, sorry. Hold on. Past life, present power. The the many spiritual faces of you. I just heard you're not from here, right? You're not of here. So you could have been like very, very, you could have been, it says past life, present power. So you could have been somebody in, had many spiritual powers in a past life that in this life you still have. It says spiritual faces of you, but faces. And I did see this image in my third eye when I was meditating before I started the video. I feel like this is, okay, so if you're feeling the way I've been feeling, right? Because I can't really put my finger on it, on what it is that I feel. Like, do I feel lonely? Nah, not really. I mean, I've always been somewhat of a loner, so being by myself doesn't really make me feel away. Does that make sense? Is it the fact that everybody's gone, or that you're in hermit mode, or that I'm in, you know, I always tell you guys that, right? Like, your girl's in hermit mode, not on purpose, but I'm in hermit mode, right? Because maybe this is how we're supposed to be at this present time to walk into this new spiritual power. That's it. Right? Maybe we're feeling, if you're feeling the way I'm feeling, right? That you feel, you say, do I feel lonely? No, I don't feel lonely. Am I bored? No, I'm not bored. Am I spending, am I doing something with my time? Am I spending my time wisely? Or am I just being lazy? I'm being lazy. Like, you have all these questions going on in your mind. And I feel that just wait. Just wait. So if you have okay, thank you, Spirit. We know that, right? We know that this, when all the sand goes down, you time's up, you flip it over. So there's only a little bit left. There's only a little bit left before it flips over and the new beginning starts and something new starts. So for everybody's going to be different, right? So when it flips over and it starts again, it's another ascension. That's what I just heard. It's another ascension. So then that could be, if you're experiencing what I'm experiencing, right? Or because like I said, I can't really put my finger on it, on what it is I feel, right? Because I'm like, okay, well, I take my kids to school, I go run my errands, I pick up my kids from school, I come home, I clean the house, I make dinner, I do laundry, I do this, I do that, I pray, I meditate, I make videos, I do, so, and then still question if you're using your time wisely when you're like, well, I do this. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's giving like almost that you feel that you're not doing enough when you're doing the most. Thank you, Spirit. When you're doing the most. So it's like, stop thinking that you're not doing enough when you're doing the most. Okay, so if right now you feel like, okay, well, I just been sitting here for like the past 4 hours not doing anything, that's okay. That's okay, right? Because, okay, there's 7 days out of the week, right? So in those 7 days, you took one day, 10-10. You took one day and you were just like this for 5 hours straight. Let's just say that's fine. Because for the past 6 days, you've been running around like a chicken with their head cut off. Just boom, 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 doing this, knocking this, doing this. Staying on top of your spiritual routine. Staying on top of everyday routine. So out of those 7 days, you took one day off and did nothing. That's fine. That doesn't mean that you got kicked off balance. That does not mean that you ain't doing shit. It doesn't mean that. It just means that, yeah, it's time for a break. You've exhausted yourself past your limit, right? Because it's 7 days. Out of those 7 days, you were up and down and all around for 6, and you only took one day off. And that one day you were only off for like 5 hours. 11. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. So it's okay to take that break. Just también don't take a break for 6 days and only do your spiritual work and your everyday routine. One. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to find the balance so you don't feel like you're not in balance. Thank you, Spirit. Okay? Because I think you're about to walk into your past life power in the present. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So you're being asked to chill. You're good. Because the real work is about to start. So if you're feeling that you haven't been doing enough or that you're not doing enough, it's on purpose. It's on purpose. It's okay. Because the real shit's about to start. Lady of the Stars, Priestess of Sirius. So some of you might have a connection, again, past life, right? Past life. Maybe you had a connection with Isis. Maybe you connect with Isis, with the star Sirius. If this is not the first time you heard that, I suggest looking more into it. If this is not, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody that this is not the first time you've been told that. This is not the first time you've been told that, or you've heard that, or you've come across a video that said something along those lines. Woo. And I was going to bring it out. And I was like, no, I'll just go get the Ankh. Because I saw the Ankh and my Lapis Lazuli. Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of Ancient Skies. You are not from here. There is something in you that you already know how to do. So maybe that is why you're being asked, Spirit of Isis, Triumph of the Goddess. Maybe that's why you're being asked to relax. Because maybe what is about to be shown to you, you're already going to know how to do this, because this is a past life experience that you are about to encounter in this life. Right? So this is definitely going to be something you already know. So we already have the Lapis Lazuli here. This is somebody that can very much do work with crystals. Under the stars. Crystals under the stars. Crystals under the stars. I don't know. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Lunar Queen. It says she is the celestial crescent, and my ear just went se tapó, like it blocked off my left one. I just saw, like, I envisioned it right now, but like from my backyard, okay, in a little plate. If you put your crystals out there in the lunar when it's like a full moon, so all your crystals can get the energy of the moon, can get the energy from the stars. sorry. You can charge your crystals with energies from the moon, energies from the stars, celestial guidance, celestial power. Or if you're already doing work like magic, right? Rituals under the moon, obviously of light, right? Because we don't fuck around with the dark shit out here. Or at least if you do, 555, it's not for evil. Stay true and be in your power. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. Ooh. This is giving, you're gonna, okay, stay in your power, right? Focus on what this power is. We have power twice already. It says past life, present power, and then stay true and be in your power. So when you walk into this power that the divine is about to give to you, or that the divine is preparing you for at the moment, you can be meeting somebody that is going to be at the same level. Because, right, look, it says Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. You, in a past life, were divine authority. And you're about to claim those powers back. You're about to be, again, divine authority. And whatever counterpart you are about to come across is going to have that divine authority as well. A message of love. Thank you, Sadikiel. Yeah, this is a message of love and self-love. So it says here, stay true and be in your power, meaning do not give up your power. No, be true and stay in your power. Like, don't let nobody kick you off focus. When this person comes and shows up, you're gonna know that it's stay true and be in your power, past life, present power. 1818, this is a past life partner. You and this person in your past life were already counterparts. And you're about to meet again in this life. Osiris and Isis, Lord and Lady of Divine Authority. You two were divine authority in your past life, and you're about to be divine authority in this one. Thank you, Spirit. Ooh, and I just... You guys, the energy right now is amazing. It says, life restored, priestess of the phoenix. It wasn't easy to get here, right? It took a lot to get here. Priestess of the phoenix. You have your life has been restored. Your life has been restored. Again, I'm getting somebody that's doing like some form of rituals, like release rituals, letting go rituals, I am affirmations. Maybe you're lighting a candle at night and you're just asking the divine to, you're just asking for your life back. You're calling back your power. You're calling back what was taken from you to give it back. And it's almost like you've sewn yourself back up. It's almost like you sewn yourself back up, and are about to start an entirely new life. And that is what the divine has given you again. Has given you the power to sew yourself up to restore your life. That is your power. You have that power. I'm not saying, right, that it's cool to go through tower moments and have like hardships 24/7. No. But when those come across, when those situations cross your path, you know how to fix it. You don't sit there and like cry and bitch and moan about it. No. You take action. You call your power. You call upon your power and you restore your life. You rise from the ashes like the phoenix. And it would be beneficial to, again, like I said, put those crystals under that moon, under those stars. If you, wherever you live, right, when the moon, it's a full moon, put them out there, whatever crystals you have. It doesn't have to be the lapis lazuli. But I mean, hey, why not, right? If you are, it's 21:31 right now into the video, and if this is already resonating with you, it wouldn't hurt to start something with some lapis lazuli, okay? Divine destiny, path of the divine warrior. This is your, okay, and it literally says path. Yeah. So the path that you're in right now is, you're like at the right place at the right time. You're at the right place at the right time. And I'm feeling like pressure in my, and this is like your sacral chakra, right? I don't know, guys. I feel good. Like the energy right now, I just feel so happy. So I don't know, maybe that's exactly how you're going to feel when you step into this power. You're going to know it when you're there. So right now you might be feeling blue. You might be feeling down. You might be feeling like, well, blah is what I get, right? Just blah. Like, I don't want to do shit. But you still get up and do it, okay? It's because you're stepping into that power. And if you don't know why you're feeling like blah, right? Because you're doing everything, right? You're doing your due diligence. So you do everything that needs to be done throughout the day. And on top of that, you do everything that needs to be done with your spiritual growth. But you still feel blah. And you don't know where it's coming from. 222. So this is exactly this. But when you step into this power, it's your divine destiny. You're on the correct path. Path of the divine warrior. And I said it, right? That you have that capability of, whenever life throws a wrench in your whole situation, you know how to sew yourself back up, restore your life, keep it pushing and keep it going. You kick the dust off and you keep it moving. You don't sit there and throw yourself a pity party and cry and bitch and moan about it. You don't do none of that shit. You ain't got time for that. And I feel like that's how you think. Ain't nobody got time to sit down to fucking sit here and cry. Crying is not gonna fix my situation that I'm in. My power is. Me being this divine warrior. I'm a divine warrior. Thank you, Spirit. I am a divine warrior. Affirmation. I am a divine warrior. That is my path. That is my power, that I am a divine warrior. That no matter how much people try to attack me in the 3D, in the spiritual world, however the fuck they want to attack, I am a divine warrior. That shit does not faze me one bit. I have power. I have divine power, past life power that nothing and nobody can shake. So if I'm talking to somebody that you were feeling like blah, I'm here to tell you this is the reason why. Because you're about to step into a power that you're not, that you don't even, it's going to be something that you are like, I know how to do that. That's the energy it's giving. I know how to do that shit. Ooh, you know what I just what just came into my head? Hold on. I don't know. It's a movie. It's a scene from a movie. But if you're feeling this energy, then you know what movie I'm talking about. The Craft. Okay, for my witches, y'all be knowing. So there's a scene in that movie where she's like the new girl in school, right? And the witches. There's 3 witches and they're looking for their 4th witch to call the corners and do their little rituals and blah, 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 right? And one of the witches is watching the new witch, right? The new girl in school, put a pencil on her desk and just let it stand there. And because she's focused and concentrating on her pencil, she's not listening to her teacher. She's not listening to the noise around with everybody. She's not listening. No, she's focused. That pencil starts to turn and it's literally spinning because she like that. Does that, I don't know why that came into my head. Right? And she doesn't know why. The new girl. She doesn't know why or where or how she has these powers. So when she links up with these witches, right? These witches lose their shit. When they start getting these powers, they lose their shit, but she doesn't. She stays grounded. She's a white witch. She doesn't use her powers for harm or for evil or for ill intent. No. She uses her powers. She used it to unbind them, what they were doing to her, because they were attacking her spiritually. And she used her powers so they could stop attacking her spiritually. She didn't attack them back. She used her powers to be able to get in contact with her mother. Little did she know that her mother, this is the reason why she has these gifts, because her mother was a witch. She didn't know that. So you see what I'm saying? It's something like that. It's something that you have no idea that you have no idea that you have it or know how to do. It's that type of power. It's your destiny. It's a divine destiny. I mean, why wouldn't it be, right? It's a past life one. I heard las cosas malas no se repiten 2 veces. Hold on. Yeah, I heard lo malo en la vida no se repite 2 veces. Basically meaning, right, bad things that happen in a past life don't come through in this life. Oh, unless hold on, let me see how I can rephrase, because I heard las cosas malas no se repiten 2 veces. Like bad things don't happen twice. Right? It's almost, I don't know how to explain it. It's like if you're running and you trip and you fall and you bust your knee, that shit won't happen again, right? Because you know that if you were running in chanclas, right? You're not going to ever run in chanclas again, right? Because you already know, like, you fucked up your knee that one time, you ain't going to run in chanclas again and fuck up your knee for a second time. I hope that's making sense. I hope that's making sense. So what I'm getting is whatever you went through to get where you are at this very moment, it won't happen again, because you already going to know. You already going to be with this power. You already going to have this divine destiny and this divine power. You're already this divine warrior. You are connected with the sun and the moon and the stars. I don't know why I said sun. I was just going to say moon and stars, but I said sun as well. Somebody might be very connected like that with Earth, sun, moon, stars, Mother Gaia, nature. Maybe you need to hug a tree, or whenever you're walking by a tree, hug it, touch it. If you're in chanclas, hell, take off your chanclas and walk on the tree, walk on the dirt, walk on the grass. Take your crystals with you. Rub them in the dirt. Rub them in the grass. I'm getting like a lot of energy right now, dude. Like, yeah, put them on the grass. Put them on the dirt. sit them down in the tree. If you meditate outside, take your crystals with you. I feel like somebody needs to walk around with crystals. Ahorita te doy. Mira que hay poquita. I feel like somebody needs to walk around with crystals. Your girl be doing that. In my purse, I have a little bag that I carry amethyst, my lapis lazuli, my rose quartz, my clear quartz, like obsidian, like, okay. We have Eye of Horus, awakening divine perception. Yeah, this is another ascension that you're experiencing right now. This is another ascension that you are experiencing. Hold on, guys, this girl. Yeah, this is another ascension. Okay, only this one, I feel like it's bigger than like the spiritual awakening you had, right? And at the time, right, we think like, oh my God, what is this? And that's literally how you're gonna be again. When you find out what this power is, or when you find out the power that you have, because you might not just have one power, right? If you're capable of, like I said in the movie, if you're able to move things with your mind, right? Maybe you're also a mind reader. Maybe you're also a psychic. You're not just an energy reader. You can read energy. You can read the room. You know, and so thank you, Spirit. That's why they say that bad things don't happen twice, how I heard it in Spanish. So with this power, that's how you're gonna be able to not have bad things happen to you twice. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we have Divine Guardian, protection of the winged mother. So yeah, she's coming, she's with you every step of the way. These cards are so thick, I'd be thinking that there's like something else underneath it. It says Chariot of Ascension, okay? Spiritual work of the higher initiate. So again, another high ascension, and it's purple. Okay, and it's purple. That is, again, Sadikiel. Archangel Sadikiel. You might want to kind of thank him. Isis, Horus, Osiris, okay? If you're not already, you might want to. And if this is a confirmation from something that you have already heard, you might want to get started and step into this power that is rightfully yours. Okay. It says Cartouche, divine name of power. Huh. I'm gonna read this one because I've never seen this card. I'm gonna read this one, okay? And here we have Talisman of Protection, charging sacred objects of power. And I just told you that, right? To take your crystals, put them outside under the full moon, under the stars. Talisman of Potency, charging sacred objects of power. Your power are these crystals. We have two. I'll read the purple one as well because I've never seen that one either. So let me grab the book. Wow. This is very... Okay. Let's see the Chariot of Ascension. I'm sorry if you hear the music. There's like a motorcycle outside with like... They're just blasting the shits. It says Chariot of Ascension. The Merkaba. The Merkaba. I've been doing my little research on the Merkaba because I didn't know what that was, and that came out for me as well. So it says spiritual work of a higher initiate. Your soul wishes to travel more freely between the dimensions of a higher reality. This is to allow for consciousness spirit communication. The free flow of soul, light, physical body, and the joining of the divine harmony of heaven and earth. So this is like a connection between you and your higher self and your divine team. It requires a powerful consciousness to do this. The Merkaba chariot of ascension and soul fire is the spiritual gift to obtain these divine purposes now available to you as a higher initiation. So this is a gift. This is already a gift of you soul light into the physical body and joining in divine harmony. Look, it's the free flow of soul light into the physical body and the joining in divine harmony of heaven and earth. As above, so below. Talisman. Oh no, that's not one. I know that talisman one. You can do rituals to charge your crystals and put them on. Like that's what I did with this one. This is obsidian. But that's what it says, charging sacred objects of power. So again, you can put your crystals under the stars, under the moon, under the sun. I said sun. I don't know why. I was just going to say moon and stars, but hey. A ver. 28. It says Cartouche. It says divine name of power. Lady Isis initiates you now into her special mysteries of the use of sacred initiations. The word that you speak are rapidly gaining power. Sorry guys, my ear is closing again. And I did say that to you, right? That you're probably like a lot of I am affirmations. You're calling back your power. You're calling back this. You're calling back that. Everything that was taken, may it come back to me. May no man take what is meant for me. You know, things like that. So your words have power. Yes. It says the words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. So you might be mindful sometimes too of what you be saying. Okay. Don't be saying no negative shit to yourself, because remember, words have power, especially when you're on a journey like this. Oh my God, I just got channeled another movie, Former Witches. I might be talking to somebody that knows that they're a witch or might have thought that they were a witch. Well, this is your confirmation. You are one. You can do rituals, magic rituals. You are very powerful. You are very powerful. Like I said, words have power, right? But it's giving me that. It's a scene in a movie called Practical Magic. Again, white witches. Those are white witches, okay? But one of those witches wants to pretend like she's not a witch, and she had 2 daughters, and both of her daughters are witches. But one, she was little, and she was fighting with one of the little boys, and she pointed at the little boy and told the little boy, "I hope you get chicken pox." She just pointed. By the next day, that little boy was, yeah, that's you. You have that kind of power. So you have to be careful and very mindful of what comes out of your mouth, okay? Because, yeah, your words have power. To be beneficial from this power rather than to be undermined or held back by it, you see, you got to be very mindful about what you say. By it, practice thoughtful speech. Thank you, Spirit. I just told you that. Practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. So again, like the little girl said, "I hope you get chicken pox." She didn't know that the little boy was going to have chicken pox the next day, right? So yeah, you have to be very mindful of the words you use and the words you say, because you can probably even block your own self without even noticing it. Okay, so make sure you're saying nice things to yourself and being kind, even to other people, even if they're assholes. Okay. It says As your heart grows in purity, you will be able to speak with spiritual authority. Okay, with spiritual authority. And what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obviously. Isis is initiating you as a master healer. Didn't I just say that? It says it here. You're a divine warrior. You know how to heal yourself. As a master healer in her sacred tradition of divine names and power. Wow. Very beautiful message. Let's go move on to the Lumeria deck. Wow. Okay. Hold on. I'm told to move these. That's a very powerful message, guys. That you are very powerful. You are very powerful. You gotta be careful what you say and do, how you set your intentions and things like that. Because I know sometimes we're not mean to ourselves when it comes out of the mouth, but we are up here. This is what fucks us the most. When we think we're not deserving of things, when we deserve everything and then some, okay? No matter how someone made you feel at any point in time, 4141 as I'm saying that. No matter how good or bad somebody made you feel at any point in time, you are deserving of the things that you ask for, or the things that you want in life, out of what you want out of life. I'm sorry, guys. These are huge. I'm just hoping like they fall out because they're so big. Okay, water, the overflow. This is very beautiful. Okay, an overflow, water. Earth star chakra, intuition. Oh no, initiation, sorry. And here we go again. Well, and I told you, right? Hug a tree, walk on the grass, walk on the dirt. And it says here, earth star chakra, aligned with the stars. Initiation, you are being initiated. And this is the second time I use this deck, but I've never noticed that they have symbols here. Okay. Your third eye, though, is like busted open is an understatement. Like, it's like... That's why. Healing, transformation, and the violet flame. Okay, thank you, Spirit. So, continue to heal. Continue to do the healing. We're never done healing. We're never done fully healing. And there might be things still that you may not have yet confronted or seen or want to see. 444. So let's continue to do the healing work. And I said it right. Purple. The colors right now are everything. Transformation. Because you're you're like... Okay, so this was your spiritual awakening, right? And then this is another ascension, like a higher ascension. And you're right here. You're in transformation. You're like going from the caterpillar to the cocoon. I'm sorry, from the caterpillar to the butterfly. Violet flame. Maybe some of you might benefit from doing from meditating with frequency from the violet flame. I did post a video, it was a while back, of, it was the video when I think it's called The Angels Are Calling. And in that video, I did mention that to light a candle, a purple candle, and ask for whatever you want. And that was from Amethyst. Haniel, Archangel Haniel. Now Sadikiel. Okay, so somebody can have like a really, really strong spirit team that is telling you to continue to stay tapped in. And they're asking you to get even more tapped in, because like shit's about to pop off. And now we have two, like, look, the eye, and it's right here too. Okay. Ya no hay. ¿Qué te va a comprar? Okay, so yeah. And you see this, look, here we go again. This is giving me moon, right? But look at the energy that comes from the moon into her hand. So this is just a suggestion, okay? If you're a healer, and this is not the first time you hear it, okay? And if you're a healer, if you don't do this already, right? I'm sorry. If you don't do this already, I suggest when you meditate, open your hands. However you want to put them. You can put them like this. You can put them like this. You can put them like, however you want to put them. But open your hands. Because you're a healer. You can heal with your hands. You can heal with crystals. You can, I don't know. There's something about your hands. Like, look, like this. Look. And the connection to it. And I did say, right, you're not of here. So there's a connection between you, the stars, the sun, the moon, the planets. Your energy comes from all of that. Yeah. That's where it comes from. That's where it's coming from. Or your healing capability. You might even be able to heal other people. But it's like my hand's falling asleep. It feels like it fell asleep. You know when you feel like little ants are all over it? Like that's literally how this hand feels. Ooh, now it's starting to feel hot. You see what I mean? There's something about your hands. I don't know if it's just the left hand or it's your hands, period. But this one's the one that's getting... Well, if we put this like this, right? It would be your left hand. I don't know. Maybe there's something about your left hand. Maybe you're left-handed. And that is like... You're a healer with your hands, but your left hand carries the power. Your left hand carries the power. And look at, I didn't mean to do this, but I'm glad I did. At the bottom of the deck, we have home. But the home is, look, you know where they say home is where the heart is, and where's your heart? In the stars, in the skies, where the moon, where the planets. Look at all those eyes around. You can be a person that does things with love, that is kind, that is loving, that is kind. She literally has her eye right here. Look. Furry feathered friends. Furry and feathered friends. Maybe you have connection with the animals. Mami, no grite. Okay, no grite. Okay, earth, nature, nature. It literally says, okay, you need to get out. You need to get out, hug a tree, touch the grass, rub the grass, sit on the dirt, let your feet touch the dirt, connect, feel those energies. We had water too, overflow of water. So not just the park, like go to the beach or go to a lake or go to a something. Because it's giving that, it's shine your light, throat chakra, express your truth. Maybe you have been already. Shine your light. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Shine your light, express yourself, right? Throat chakra, express your truth. Maybe you're shining a light for other people to be able to come forward and speak their truth. Like, for example, in my other channel, I do have a second channel called Time for T144. And in that channel, I don't use cards or anything. I just talk with you guys. We just talk. And I'm open there about my truth, about how I ended up having a spiritual awakening, the kind of people I was around, how my marriage was, how my my childhood was, how it was living, you know what I'm saying? So I do that in hopes that it helps somebody to let them know that it's gonna be okay, you're gonna be okay, you know? And so maybe that is, your story might be same, different, I don't know what you've been through, right? But there might be somebody out there that is going through exactly what you are going through and needs someone to shine the light and to let them know that it's going to be okay. And that's you. That is going to be you. You need to tell that person that it's going to be okay. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you thought about starting a podcast, a YouTube channel, a TikTok, anything like that. Stay focused because you're in alignment. Stay focused. You are in alignment. Again, you are exactly where you need to be. So if you're feeling, oh, I'm not doing enough, this is not enough, what else should I be doing? What else could I be doing? You're good. You are good. You're good. Just continue to stay focused. Don't allow nothing and nobody to come in and kick you off balance. Because that person that's going to be your counterpart is not going to kick you off balance. They're going to join the party. Because like I said, you guys were together in a past life. And you're about to meet again in this life to continue to be a divine authority. Okay? To do God's work. To continue to do God's work. And I find, look, the alignment, it literally, the earth is right in the center. So this is giving me like, this is you, you're here on earth, right? But you're being guided by other beings that are not from here. And you already have this power. So you being guided by these beings, it's almost like, oh yeah, I remember you from like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. It's not. Yeah, it's like that. You're being very guided. And you're being, if you see here, this is you, right? It look to your crown chakra, to your third eye, the rest of your chakras, your heart chakra, your root chakra, sacral chakra, like everything. And I did say, like, because I was getting, like, a little, not pain, but pressure, like, right here. Exactly right there. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe you felt it, too. Or maybe you have been feeling it. Okay. Or is it the sacral chakra? Oh my God. Guys, the heart chakra. I was looking at my water, drink my water, and Spirit said, look over there. I look over there, and look it's sacral chakra, heart chakra. Like, all your chakras are being worked on. All your chakras are being aligned. Like, you are in alignment. Like, your heart chakra is aligned. Your throat chakra is aligned. Solar plexus chakra is aligned. Your third eye is aligned. You're ready. Thank you, Spirit. That's exactly what I just heard. You're ready. So be patient, because the time is about to come when you're going to be like, oh my God, when am I going to get a break? You about to get it. So enjoy this little moment that you have of just maxing and relaxing and couching and slouching, because it's about to switch. 555. It's about to switch. And I feel like it's going to hit you when you least expect it, and it's all going to come at once, because I've been seeing a lot of 1234. Like, I've been seeing that more often than not. And I did a video yesterday on my other channel where I talked about it. And literally, oh shit, sorry guys. And literally, because I do like angel cards on that video only. And literally, right when I spoke about it and then I did the angel cards, that card came out as well. Okay, so if you're seeing that angel number, the 1, 2, 3, 4, it's all in divine timing, something being the right time. And not only that, that also gives me like domino effect. So like, divine timing is gonna happen, and it's gonna happen like, it's almost like blessing, 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 that you're gonna be like, what do I do with it all? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna hit you like that, one after the other. So it could be like you get this new power, but you don't just get one, you get like 7. And not only do you get 7, then all of a sudden this counterpart crossed your path. I don't know, when you went for your jog in the morning. This person just so happened to be jogging. You've never seen this person a day in your life, and then all of a sudden, bam, you crashed into each other. And your souls are gonna know who you guys are. Because I did see that one. I did see that that card. Okay, so it's like that. Okay, so let's not get impatient. I just heard that, and I'm assuming I'm gonna throw myself in there, okay? Because your girl has been feeling it. So, because you're on your soul's journey. This is your soul's journey. And it's funny, I just said your soul is going to know who this person is. Soul tree. Divine masculine. Oh my God. I was just talking about your soul. So this person is part of your soul tribe? Oh my God. This person is part of your soul's tribe. Like, it says soul tree, right? Your soul, this is, yeah, this person is part of your soul's tribe. Like, again, you're and this, again, put yourself where you go, okay? You can be a woman in your masculine energy, a man in your whatever, right? Put yourself where you go. If you're a guy, this does not necessarily mean that this is not your message, okay? Just because it says divine masculine. Like, hey, your divine feminine can be like tough as nails right now, okay? That doesn't necessarily mean that it's not your message. Like, she can just be like in beast mode, okay? So she can be in her masculine energy, but it still can be a female, and you still can be a divine masculine watching this video and still resonate with it, okay? It doesn't necessarily have to mean that. So let's get final messages here. I'm excited, guys. You know what? I made this video for you guys, but I think I also got answers that I needed, because like I said, your girl has been feeling very blah lately. Okay, I feel like I'm at a standstill, like I ain't got shit to do. Like, I have no life, or like, I'm just like, I don't know how else to describe it. You know, so maybe it's because of that. It's because I'm also probably ascending into something magical that I have no idea. And this is, you know what? I'm going to throw myself in here as well. Very collective message. You know, because definitely. So, and now we're in. If this resonated with you, I hope that you got the answers you needed. I hope that you got the confirmations you needed. And that this video helped you out. Your manifestations are coming in. Vesica Pisces? I don't know. Let's read this one. But yeah, your manifestations are coming in. And you've been saying them, right? You've been doing, like I said, what is this? 26? No, that's not it. Hold on. What is this? Where is it? Oh. Alright, let's see here. It says, the outside world feels more real than the inner world because we have been encouraged to focus more on what is on the outside of us. We have learned to give things that can be seen by others or touched by us more importance than what we feel. Making decisions can become difficult when our awareness is focused. Tráeme eso. Away from our inner needs and wants. When our initial and external our integrated decisions are clear and easily made. This leads to satisfactions as there is no resistance to your fulfillment. Hold on, guys. It says, the Vesica of Pisces is a symbol that shows how consciousness splits to know itself and explained life. From this place, it can reflect upon itself, seeing itself rather than just out from itself. The Vesica Pisces is the basis of the seed of life and the flow of life. No matter how many times it splits and moves outwards, there is always a link back to itself with initiations of circle. Again, this is giving like, okay, then I'm gonna use this analogy. It's like when you ride a bike, right? When you learn how to ride a bike when you're a kid, blah 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 blah, and then the years go by, you don't ride a bike as a teenager, you don't ride a bike as an adult, and then I don't know, let's say when you're 50 you want to ride a bike again, right? You don't forget how to do that. You know how to ride the damn bike. As soon as you get on the bike, you're like, oh, it's like riding a bike. Thank you, Spirit. It's like riding a bike. You already got it. You already know how. So no matter, that's why that card came out. So no matter how much I feel things get in your way or no matter how much life throws no matter how many times people try to throw a wrench in your plans, in your path, on your journey, it does not matter. It doesn't matter, because it might kick you off for a second, but you always find your way back. Because it's like riding a bike. You never forget. This power, everything you know, it's from your past life, and you're about to find it again. Confirmation. You hear the singing? You're about to find it again. Okay, so chillax. Relax. You are doing great. And you don't need to worry. Okay? You don't need to worry because you're right in the middle of transitioning into that new ascension. And when you hit that new ascension, that's when the real shit's about to start. But that's only because you're going to be having all these blessings coming in that you're not even going to know what the heck to do with them. Be grateful. Stay grounded. And don't forget to thank the Most High. I love you so much. Remember to hit the like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Adios.